All right, Erin and Austin, thanks for taking time to come and meet with me. I know you guys are having a little bit of a difficult time together. Just to go over kind of what to expect during this session, we're really looking to try and come to some kind of arrangement, and we'll make up kind of a contract of things that you can both agree on. So this is really a chance for you guys to go through and think of solutions, and just for me to facilitate kind of the conversation. So you'll each have a few minutes to kind of share what you would like to share. Obviously, we both each talked individually, and so what was contained in those sessions is just between us. If you would like to share any of that information with each other, that is fine, but it's not required. But you'll each have just a few minutes for some uninterrupted time. So what I would ask is, while each of you is telling your side of the story, that the other just listen, and you will get a chance to kind of discuss your side of things as well. So can we agree to that?
Yes.
Can we agree to good language?
You got it. Yes.
All right, be respectful to one another during this point.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are comfortable with what's going to be taking place?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. Would either one of you prefer to go first?
I'll go first.
Are you okay with that?
Go ahead.
All right, Austin, can you tell me a little bit about what's been taking place?
Alright, so Aaron, I understand that you have your girlfriend, I understand that you have your job. It'd just kind of be nice if we had an open line of communication to talk about the electric bill. That I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to pay on time and with my finance situation, and I didn't want to get billed a late fee.
Okay, so it sounds like, Austin, you're talking a lot about communication, and having that open line of communication, even though Aaron has a girlfriend, and you are respectful of that and his work, but that you also want to make sure that the bills that you both share and need to maintain your lifestyle in the areas in your own living, need to make sure that they're being paid together and on time. Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you would like to add or share at this time?
Just kind of like to have some help with some dishes and just chores around the house.
Okay, so it sounds like the time, and again, being respectful of Aaron's other commitments, but just having some share and different responsibilities within the house. Okay. Anything else you would like to share at this point? Okay. All right, Aaron, do you want to go ahead and tell me what's going on?
All right. He wants to talk about communication. He tries communicating with little sticky notes with disrespectful messages on them. Those are not necessary. We don't need that.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what the sticky notes are looking like?
So he left one about the electric bill that said, being responsible is paying your bills on time. He could have just approached me and asked me about that or told me about that. Maybe I forgot. I don't know how that happened. He's left a few sticky notes before, just kind of to get me to do things around the house, and he could just talk to me. The sticky notes aren't needed. Other things that he's doing is, like, one time when I was gone, he threw a party at the house, and his drunk friend slept in my bed. I didn't even know nothing about that until I came home the next day. It was a complete surprise. Didn't appreciate that at all. The dude should have slept on the couch, not on my bed. We just need to have a better line of communication.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you both say is that communication is a big area that you feel can use some improvement.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to just write down a few things that you both are thinking are problems or things that need to be addressed. Okay? So we agree that communication is a good one?
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So, Aaron, you mentioned that there was an individual that came and slept in your bed and that you were surprised about that.
Mm-hmm.
What was the situation leading up to that?
I was at my girlfriend's house that night, came home the next day, and there's just someone sleeping in my bed in my room.
Yeah.
And I didn't know nothing about that. It was,
Sounds like that made you pretty upset.
yeah, it made me very upset. I don't like random people in my bed. If I would have known the person, it might have been a little different, but I had no clue who this was.
Okay. And do you want to share anything else now that you've heard Aaron's side of things?
Well, that night, I knew that my friend had too much to drink, and I just didn't want him driving home. So I told him to just crash at my house, and he ended up going into your bedroom and sleeping there. I wasn't completely sure about that.
Okay, so it sounds like it was a new situation for you, and you weren't sure how to communicate that with Aaron, who wasn't home at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it sounds like the main issues here are kind of the communication and bills and responsibilities around the apartment that you guys are sharing currently, as well as the issue of kind of personal boundaries
Yeah.
as far as, what friends and visitors of your space are allowed or not allowed to do.
Yes, exactly.
Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So are you guys comfortable kind of talking about ways to draw like an agreement to set some boundaries for future?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we need a resolution.
Okay.
We need a resolution.
All right.
This can't continue.
Okay. So where would you like to start? Are there things, Aaron or Austin, that you feel like you need or would like to see change?
No more sticky notes. We don't need those. You could call me maybe, or send me a text message. I don't like the sticky notes. That makes me angry.
Okay, so you don't like the sticky notes.
No.
Those cause more frustration than
Yes.
anything for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a slap in the face.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Austin, would you be willing to try communicating in a different way than with sticky notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that.
So how would you guys prefer to communicate? I know you mentioned a phone call or a text. Austin, is there a way that you feel comfortable communicating with Aaron at this point?
Yeah, texting, calling. Just depends on what I'm doing and where I'm at.
Okay. So for the benefits of this agreement, why don't we think of a way that we want to commit to communicating with one another, whether that's a weekly meeting. If things come up, the first step would be to make a phone call. Are there things that are either of those or other ways that sound familiar or comfortable to the two of you?
I think maybe since we don't hang out enough, we could set up a time to go eat lunch or have coffee or something.
Okay, so
sit down
having
and have
some
a
kind
face-to-face meeting.
Okay, so having some kind of weekly or
Lunch or something
something
every week.
Okay, to reconnect with one another, go
Yeah.
through things that need to be addressed
Exactly.
within the apartment, and just to have
Healthier friendship.
more time together.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about that, Austin?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you like to do something on a weekly basis, or a little bit more frequently, a little less frequently?
He's
I
alright.
think weekly would be good.
Yeah, if he's alright with weekly, I'd do weekly.
Okay. Is there a day that works best? I find it's very good to have something very set. That way it's a set commitment you guys can schedule around.
Tuesday is a good day.
Tuesday?
Is Tuesday good for you?
Tuesday's good for me.
Tuesday dinner?
How about lunch?
Lunch? Okay.
Good.
So lunch on Tuesdays to discuss. Oh, lunch Tuesday, not lunch dinner. Lunch on Tuesday. So lunch on Tuesday to discuss general apartment needs.
Things around the apartment. Yeah. What
Bills.
needs to be
The
done.
general. It's really hard to write like this. Um, so general apartment needs and to
Bills.
spend quality time together?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's general.
Okay, so it sounds like that is going to help a lot with the communication piece, is getting together once a week to discuss some of the important things that you need to cover as far as the apartment, as well as addressing, you know, Austin, you mentioned that you feel like you guys are slipping away a little bit and haven't had as close of a friendship. And I think, Aaron, you kind of mentioned that a little bit as well.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, and feeling that, you know, you want to be able to give time, but you feel like you have a lot going on as well.
Yes.
So having kind of that set commitment.
I'm struggling to manage my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know the other piece that we were talking about was bills and Austin feeling like you would need a little bit more assistance around the apartment in itself. So how do you think we can address or find a way that both of you can feel that you're contributing equally and you can agree on something with that?
Guess we could have like a chores list or something.
Okay.
Put it on the refrigerator, like
So
have a list of stuff that needs to be done.
okay, creating a chore list and
Yeah.
kind of dividing and conquering different things.
Yes.
Okay. And so I think that's a great start, and you'll want to make sure that you continue to update one another on where things are with that chore list, what's done, what still needs to be done, and keeping that line of communication really open as you go through that. I would definitely suggest that we all meet again at some point just to make sure that especially the chore list, but also your weekly meetings are going well, and to make sure that you're holding the contract that you guys are creating together. But the other piece to this was the bills that you expressed an interest or a vested interest in. And it sounds like this is the first time that that's happened, and it might be just that lack of communication.
Yeah.
But is there a way that we can solve this? Maybe setting a certain time frame? Are your bills due the same point in the month, or?
Normally towards the middle of the month I do.
Okay. What kind of way? What would help, Aaron, with keeping you informed on when those things are due?
I don't know, he could probably remind me like a week before he needs the money, so I have a little bit of time to get the money and get it to him. If he waits till the last minute to ask me for it, I might not have it. So I think he needs to give me a reminder prior to when the bill is due, so I can have it for him when the time comes.
Okay.
I think that will help out a lot, getting the bills paid on time, and contributing to those bills.
Okay. So weekly reminder or something
Just
that would
when we
be
go out and have lunch.
having it part of that? Okay. So within that general, you'll have a week prior reminder
Yeah.
for bills?
Yes.
All right. So it sounds like we've addressed a lot of the things that both of you mentioned you were struggling with together, the main thing being that communication line, and I think you guys have done really well sharing with one another and kind of working through things. Are you both comfortable with the arrangements that we've made today?
I feel good about that.
And you both think,
Good start.
yeah, you think that that'll help through a lot of the communication lines that you have expressed? Okay. And would you guys both be willing to maybe a week or two from now come back and meet with me, and then we can discuss how things are going, just kind of get an update on where you guys are with all of this?
Yeah, I think we should have a couple weeks so we can get a couple dinner dates in to do our talking.
Okay.
I think we should meet again sometime.
Yes.
Yeah, you agree?
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll put in here 3 weeks, 4 weeks? What, how
Month, yeah.
Yeah,
So a month from today?
4 weeks is good.
4 weeks? A month? Okay. With 4-week meeting. Did you want to put in anything about if ways to address if the contract is not being upheld at all? You know, if you want to come back and meet here, or if that's something that you want to meet one-on-one with one another.
If I have an issue with the contract being broken, I will give you a phone call and I will come talk to you.
Okay.
I will first confront him about it. If we can't resolve things, I will contact you and try and get it resolved that way. But we're going to try and improve our communication, so I'm going to talk to him first.
Okay.
Definitely talk to him first, and then if it doesn't go from there, then I'll have to give you a call and we'll have a meeting again.
Okay, great. So are you two happy with what we've discussed here today?
Yes.
I am, yes.
I feel like things should get better.
Okay, good. And I think this is a great start, and I look forward to seeing all the progress you guys make with this new agreement that you've discussed. I will draft this up and then send that to you and have you guys both sign it and send
Okay.
it back to me, just so that we have that for future. This is, again, this information that you guys have shared with me is all confidential, and if you would please keep that between us, since it is an agreement. I know, especially with girlfriends and coworkers and classmates, it can sometimes be difficult, but just to be respectful to one another, that you guys are working on this, and we hope to see some change and a little bit of, you know, that friendship that you guys shared when you
Come
moved
back
in
together.
Yeah.
kind of blossom again. So,
Okay.
okay.
Got it.
Any questions that you guys have on our session today?
Nope.
No, thank you very much.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks again for taking time to come and work this out together.
Thank you. Appreciate it.